It's Ed Morysiak, East Toronto Living. I'm the man in the chair. And in this video, we are going to be talking about a article from, yet again, BlogTO. And it is titled, 10 Condos You Can Buy for Less Than $400,000 in Downtown Toronto right now. In fact, some of them are even way less. So if you want to learn more about these condominiums that you could grab for under $400K, stay tuned. Hey friends, if you can all do me a real big favor, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. And, subscribe if you haven't already. It means the world to me. Thank you so much for my subscribers. Your loyalty is very much appreciated. And don't forget, if you got any questions about any of these condos that we're featuring or any of the properties that we've been featuring over the past, or you want to get out and look at some property, here's my contact information. Call me, text me, send me an email, send me a carrier pigeon. Whatever your preferred method of communication is, let's go out, let's get out, look at some property, or let's talk about your real estate needs. Okay, so this article is titled, once again, 10 condos that you could buy for less than $400K in downtown Toronto. But some of these are way less. So, I mean, we've had high prices for so long, and just in the last year or two, stuff has really come down a lot. And some of my subscribers are messaging me and saying, finally, things are finally starting to get to some normal pricing. So I'm gonna run through all these buildings here, and we're gonna go a little bit deeper because I got the Toronto Real Estate Board up here. And we're going to talk a little bit more in detail for some of these units, because a lot of these are for sale still, and we're going to talk about them. So the article, once again, I'm going to just post you an image here so you could search out BlogTO. I mean, I tried putting the link up before, but it was too complicated with the software and everything. The link was way too long, and it was just this teeny little line, and people were having trouble clicking it. So I just put the image up of the article. It's easy enough to find. But we're going to talk about it anyway, so, And there's quite a few of them here. Like I said, there's 10 condominium units here, 10 buildings. I'm going to try to get through as many as I can. But, if you got questions about any of them, of the other ones that we might not get to, because, we only got about... I mean, I like to do these things in 15 minutes, but sometimes we go a little over. YouTube likes videos that are longer, but also when I post these elsewhere, they tend to be shorter. So I'm going to go as quickly as I can. So okay, well, number one, I'm gonna post an image here. Number one is the first building I want to talk about is 251 Jarvis Street. And the unit in question is 1014. So this thing is still on the market, and the asking price. Check it out. The asking price is $319,900. It's been on the market for a little over a month, which that's not. It's 41 days to be the exact. That's not terribly unusual in this day and age, because it is taking longer to sell condominiums, but that's a darn good price. I mean, remember when these things were going for well over $5, and you'd have 6 or 7 offers for? I'm just gonna take a drink of my tea here. So I'm just showing some of these, the image of the building here. And like I say, if you got any questions, I could show you. I could answer these questions about these units, or we could book a showing, no problem. But this one doesn't have a bedroom. It has it's one big sort of unit. Well, one small unit, but it's all one sort of one. It's a bachelor essentially is what it is, but it's a good size for what it is. And you're going to be in the action. You're going to be well inside the. You're going to be very much in, as some of the residents in the area, they call it Happy Town, because it's predominantly in the gay area, which is awesome because, pro tip, if you are female, you cannot ask for a safer area. Seriously. I mean, the worst thing that's going to happen to you is they're going to come and they're going to do your hair. No, but in all seriousness, if you're female and you live alone or whatever, you cannot be in a safer area. Statistically, this is a very, very safe area, particularly if you are female. Next building is 40 Homewood. And this is really awesome here. So this is 9 days on the market. This is unit 1710. Sorry, correction, 1711. And again, it's a smaller unit, but the asking price for this property is $299,900. I mean, that's really good. Now, I featured this building once before, quite some time ago, and the unit sold. It was a great big unit, but I've been in this building before. It's the amenities are phenomenal in this building. So it's a bit of an older building, but you've got probably the best gym, in downtown area. You definitely have the best swimming pool. It is a huge, I wouldn't say Olympic-sized swimming pool, but it's big. I mean, it's probably about 40 meters long, and you've got a terrific pool. Not to mention other amenities to the party rooms, the aforementioned gym, and other amenities. I've been in this building, and it's a good buy. So for that kind of money, this you can't go wrong. Next one is 111 Elizabeth Street, and they're asking for this one. They're asking $400. So it's a newer building than Homewood. But again, you're getting a much newer building, and actually very nicely laid out here. I quite like this one. It's again smaller, but hey, what do you want? What do you want for $400,000 these days? So, and this one is just listed, 8 days ago. The unit number is 729, and maintenance fees are reasonable, $321 a month, so not too bad. I mean, you're getting a lot. You're getting some nice amenities, and I mean, you can't go wrong with the location on this property. So worth checking out. Definitely, they're asking $400. I think they'd be hard pressed to get that, given the size. But it is a newer building. Maintenance fees are reasonable. So, you can't go wrong with this. The next building is 28 Wellesley, and there's a bunch for sale on this in this building. But this one this one was listed 9 days ago. Unit 2610. It's asking $399. And it's a new building. All the appliances are beautiful. Very nice. You've got reasonable maintenance fees, $308 a month. And you're in a really good neighborhood, very safe. Wellesley Street East is a very safe neighborhood. Again, you're in Happy Town. So can't go wrong there. Next, we have 415 Jarvis. So we're back to Jarvis again. And the unit number there is 152. Once again, this is interesting because this is almost it's almost townhome like. They're closer to this one's closer to Cabbagetown, but the asking price is 339,999. It's almost 340,000. The maintenance fees, the maintenance fees are a little higher on this one. They're 437. Looks to be maybe a slightly older building here in Cabbagetown. Again, it's not bad. I think it could be slightly bigger than some of these apartment condo buildings. Actually, you know what? I think there's a separate room in this one. I think this is why they're asking what they're asking, and the maintenance. Actually, the asking price is really good. So okay, you get a bit of a backyard, sort of a porch, a little porch to sit on, and yeah. So it's a bit of a townhome. It's a townhome bachelor studio is what this place for sale is, and I mean that could work for a lot of people. I mean you're not really quite you're in a townhome sort of district area, townhome building rather, and you're not in an apartment, but it works for one person really. I wouldn't want to squish two people in one of these. You could, I suppose. But again, I think I've mentioned before in some of my previous videos, I've seen some families, squish a lot of people in a pretty small place. But hey, who am I to judge? If you have to, you do what you got to do, which is fine. I mean, as long as it's in the short term and your goal is to, expand real estate, whatever. Okay, moving on now because we're really digging into the time here, and we're at 8 Colburn, and let me just. And we're Church and Young. This is a phenomenal area, and the asking price here is $375, and it's small. And I'm having trouble seeing the images here, but this property did expire, so they had it up for over 3 months, about 3 months, and they took it off the market. So that's probably why I can't. You're supposed to keep the pictures up, but looks like the link is broken, but that shouldn't be. Anyhow, the building itself is I don't have a lot of details on the building here, but again. 375, 8 Colburn. If you want to check it out, there's also other places for sale, but in this building, not for 375 though. I could definitely reach out to the listing agent, and we can always book a look-see if you're interested in this place. So now there's more here, but we're so running out of time here. I wanted to get through all 10 of them, but hey, listen. If you want to know the other 4 or 5 here or 3 or 4, there's 3 more. Yeah, there's 3 more that are. I think there's a bonus one here as well. Contact me. Here's my email and my phone number, and I could send you the others. And if you're interested, we can always go and have a look. See, I don't mind showing you the property, and hey. We could check these out, and hey, we could get you into a nice, inexpensive condo if that's what you're looking for. Also, hey, don't forget, don't forget, if you like this content, if it's helpful for you, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Comments are great. I even like the negative comments because, that actually helps the YouTube algorithm. So, hey, you could be as nasty as you like. I won't take it personally. You're actually doing me a solid. Don't forget, every Thursday at 5 o'clock, I put out a new video. So that's all the time we have this week, folks. So thank you. Thank you, my friends. Thank you. And thanks again. And hey, we'll see you next week, and have a great week. Bye for now.